And for more on this, let's speak with the Director General, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Wambu, who joins us live via Zoom. Good to have you join us, Dr. Wambu.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, viewers.
Good evening. Happy New Year to you. It's a series of firsts for the president. He took his first New Year Day broadcast today, also signed his first budget into law. But let's talk about this budget that has been tagged the budget of renewed hope. Do you think, as you look at the figures, do you think that really there is renewed hope in that budget?
Well, the figures, for the first time, it is pertinent to note that
Dr. Gabriel, you might have to unmute yourself. I will get back to that conversation with Dr. Gabriel. But let's move on now. We're staying in Abuja, where President Bola Tinubu is assuring Nigerians that his government will tackle any obstacle that impedes business competitiveness in the country. I will not hesitate to remove any clog-hindering path to making Nigeria a destination of choice for local and foreign investment. The president is also asking Nigerians to stay united and support his administration's renewed hope agenda to build a better nation for all. We have details in this report.
It gives me immense joy to welcome.
It is President Bola Tinubu's first New Year message to Nigerians since he assumed office on the 29th of May, 2023. But beyond the pleasantries and celebrations that comes with a new year, Nigerians are faced with tough times and have mostly resigned to their fate.
Country and our lives in the year.
President Bola Tinubu acknowledges the prevailing harsh economic climate, but strongly reassures that in this new year, his administration is poised to accelerate the pace of service delivery across sectors.
I know for a fact that some of our compatriots are even asking if this is how our administration wants to renew their hope. 2 times never last. We are made for this period, never to flinch, never to falter. The socio-economic challenges of today should energize and rekindle our love and faith in the promise of Nigeria.
President Tinubu says this new year, Nigerians will reap a significant benefit of one of his foreign trips, which is to deliver reliable electricity to homes and businesses. He says no meaningful economic transformation can happen without steady supply of electricity, as the country also moves closer to restarting local refining of petroleum products.
And I agreed and committed to a new deal to speed up the delivery of Siemens Energy Power Project that will ultimately deliver reliable supply of electricity to our homes and businesses under the Presidential Power Initiative, which began in 2018.
Investors, both local and foreign, may be excited by the president's firm resolve to fight all obstacles that impedes business competitiveness and ensure the business environment does not destroy value.
To ensure the business environment does not destroy value, on every foreign trip I have embarked on, my message to investors and other business people has been the same. Nigeria is ready and open for business.
The 2024 budget recently passed by the National Assembly already captures the Bola Tinubu administration's 8 priority areas, as the president commits to work diligently to make sure every Nigerian feels the impact of his government.
I put in place a policy coordination, evaluation, monitoring, and delivery unit in the presidency to make sure that governance output improves in the living condition of our people.
President Tinubu says his ambition in government, both as a senator, a former governor, and now president of the Federal Republic, is to build a fair and equitable society and close the widening inequality.
Our minimum bargain must be that any Nigerian that works hard and diligent enough will have a chance to get ahead in life.
President Tinubu called on all Nigerians to work with a common interest of building a stronger and prosperous country, and also called on political opponents to come on board and join the task of nation building. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
We have the Director General Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Wambu, back now. Dr. Wambu, you were speaking to the figures in the budget, and if you think that indeed they engender renewed hope.
Yeah, thank you once again. I would say very clearly that for a long time in the history of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, this is the first time Nigerians are having a budget that the capital expenditure is higher than the recurrent expenditure. You see, Nigerians have Nigeria's economy has been bedeviled over the years, over the past years with, the economy has been struggling to survive. The government has been trying its best to ensure that the economy survives. But what the present administration has done clearly in the appropriation bill, that is the budget now for which is signed today into, is now a budget, is no longer an appropriation bill, it intends to touch the nitty-gritty of the Nigerian populace. The intention actually is very clear. It means that the president is responsive to the yearnings and aspiration to every Nigerian citizen, as it were. But the implementation is something we should also look out for. For the first time, we're having a budget that is very, very, very large. It is a very huge budget. We also want to call on the National Assembly to ensure that the oversights are done very well in line with the provisions of the extant laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so that at the end of the day, Nigeria, the economy will come out from this all-time low. And we also expect that this budget is going to reflect positively in the serious suffering for which Nigerians are going through. For which the president
Dr. Gabriel, that's what I really want to talk to you about, because it's just a budget if it doesn't really have an impact on Nigerians. And whilst the president was speaking about this budget, he did talk about how it will ensure microeconomic stability. He also talked about how it will ensure poverty reduction. My focus really is the poverty reduction. I know that allocation has been made to various ministries, departments, and agencies already, but what should be the focus if really this budget will ensure poverty reduction?
No, you see, the effect of the microeconomic aspect of it is what makes it different. How it impacts on the common man on the street. That is how it affects the individual. We are talking about the micro effects now of the Nigerian citizen. So it's not just the general overview. So from the breakdown of the budget, it is evident that over the time within this year, we expect that the pump price of PMS is going to come down. That is what we that's what we believe, based on if the budget is going to be implemented fairly. We also expect that the sufferings of the average Nigerian is going to come down if this budget is implemented, squarely the way it is meant to be.
And I also want to ask you about the president's speech. One of the things he said was, he really promised was electricity, getting electricity to the ordinary Nigerian. How optimistic are you, considering several contracts, especially the Siemens contract people were hopeful about, but that didn't even work? How optimistic are you about that?
You see, I'm very optimistic. You see, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been president of Nigeria before now. So everything he says, as far as we are concerned, we believe him. We believe him to the letter. So the implementation is what we encourage him to ensure that he implements it in a manner that it will have a positive impact on the average Nigerian citizen, in a manner that the Nigerian citizen will come out from the depressed economy in which it is difficult to even have a square meal. So right now, I'm so optimistic that the power electricity sector is going to be revamped based on the current plans for which the president and commander-in-chief have put in place. So I don't have any doubt in my mind that the president is going to perform creditably well.
Well, this is his first budget. We'll see, like you have talked about, how the implementation goes. Thank you so much for talking to us, as always. Director General, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Iwambu. And Happy New Year to you once again.
Thanks for having me. Good evening.
You're watching TVC News at 7. Let's take a break. We'll have more stories in a moment.
Experience information and entertainment like never before as TVC Breakfast takes your weekends to a whole new level. Introducing TVC Breakfast Weekend Edition, your ultimate source of thrilling sports updates, insightful political analysis, and captivating entertainment.